Tonight, NBC proudly presents a new Thanksgiving tradition. Tonight, the #1 comedy of all time.
Where are you, little...
It's Home Alone.
I give up.
America's favorite comedy hit. Make room for one unexpected guest. A new Thanksgiving tradition. Home Alone, NBC Next. Is #1, Mariah Carey. Her first network special ever. Mariah Carey, tonight after Home Alone.
For 40 years, we've given Hollywood's greatest stars the surprise of their lives. Which two stars will it be this Friday? Pat Sajak hosts an all-new This Is Your Life on NBC.
Happy Thanksgiving, and welcome to the Sears Family Theater. Tonight's presentation of Home Alone, a family comedy without the family, will continue.
Style. Then the legend lives again. The world premiere movie event of the year. A new generation of Cartwrights fight for the Ponderosa. Bonanza, The Return. All starting at 7, 6 Central, NBC Sunday. Tuesday at 8, 7 Central. A funny thing happened on the way to Beverly Hills.
Oh, my God.
I think I can fix that.
The last thing this big city doctor expected was to wake up in small town USA.
I'm in the twilight zone.
Michael J. Fox.
That's a nice peak you got there.
Yeah, that's what they tell me.
Woody Harrelson.
I could have gone to med school. Just the science part of it I had a problem with.
And Bridget Fonda in the network premiere. Doc Hollywood, Tuesday at 8, 7 Central on NBC.
Home Alone 2, Lost in New York, the perfect holiday gift. Save up to $100 on American Airlines. Details in video.
Announcing the Sears early opening sale. Tomorrow, Friday morning from 8 to 11 a.m. Get great savings through...
No.
Sunday, the legend of America's first family of the West lives again. I'm Michael Landon Jr., inviting you to join the Cartwrights as we ride again for the first time in 25 years. The return of Bonanza, an all-new movie event. Come out to the Ponderosa, NBC Sunday night for Bonanza, The Return.
Stay tuned for Mariah Carey.
Mariah Carey, NBC Next.
Good evening and happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Make a turkey sandwich and stay up for News 8 at 11. Some local folks will share their personal and inspirational stories of why they are thankful tonight and may make you count your own blessings. And with all the cold weather, we'll tell you how to make sure your pipes don't burst your fun this holiday. And now this.
Aren't you?
We prefer the term living impaired.
Then on Blossom. Is it her wedding day?
Marry me?
Or Tony's?
We're in love.
Or Joey's?
Oh, it was great.
Whoa! A special Blossom wedding, NBC.
Monday.
Monday, see daytime's biggest stars in a primetime mystery as NBC presents Raymond Burr's final Perry Mason, General Hospital's Jeannie Francis and Stuart Damon as the world turns Linda Dano, Days of Our Lives' Arlene Sorkin and Young and the Restless's Michael Tylo come together for the end of an era.
Surprise.
Perry Mason, his final case, Monday on NBC.
The world premiere movie, Bonanza, The Return, NBC Sunday.
Hip-hop. Country line dances. Learn how to dance with Stedman and me.
On the next Oprah. Monday at 4.
At least a half dozen reports of trees or limbs severing power lines tonight. Utility crews are out and about trying to get the power back on. Earlier in the day, the power went out in parts of Lake Oswego, Tigard, and Forest Grove. Winds apparently knocked a tree into a power line, and power was out for more than 3 hours. Now, this is the third Thanksgiving in a row that Portland General Electric crews has spent the day fixing those power outages. And it looks like more cold weather is ahead here in the Northwest. Let's check in with Joe Satilli to see how this holiday weekend is shaping up. Joe?
Well, Tracy, if you're ready for some full-contact shopping tomorrow, I would dress very, very warm for the trip between malls because it is going to be still very, very cold because it's going to be very, very windy. Look at the satellite picture, shows why. High pressure up over Idaho is pushing lots of air off of it and out towards lower pressure out in the Pacific Ocean. Those yellow lines you see are isobars, or lines of equal pressure. The further to the west you go, the lower the pressure. So the air wants to move from the high pressure to the lower pressure. Here in the Portland area, we're honored to have the Columbia Gorge right close, but unfortunately in this kind of weather setup, the gorge is a funnel for all that air. Thus, it's moving out of the gorge very, very quickly. Winds at Troutdale are at 29 miles per hour, gusting to 40. They have a wind chill out that way of -6. Down in Salem, where the wind is a bit lighter, +19 for a wind chill. And here in Portland, Tracy, we have a wind chill right now of +4. The wind will still be howling tomorrow. It will be dry, but dress for the cold weather because it's going to continue. Then the 5-day outlook gets pretty messy over the weekend, but we'll tell you about that in a bit.
Okay, see you a little bit later,
All
Joe.
right.
Thanks. Now, the cold weather is starting to deep freeze water pipes, as you might expect. The wind and below freezing temperatures are freezing pipes all over the city. The downtown library sprung a leak today. To avoid a plumber, remember to remove garden hoses, cover those faucets, or let them drip slightly. If your pipes do freeze, thaw them with a hair dryer, not a blowtorch or a space heater, and whenever possible, just shut off the water. The spirit of the holiday season has kept most of us warm and well-fed today. For many, Thanksgiving is a time of homecoming. And as our Steve Pickett reports, there's one special homecoming that makes all of us give thanks.
8-year-old Jordan Kokich is going home. Her little feet have traveled a long journey of sickness and hospitalization, heart surgery as an infant, treatment for cancer as a toddler. But on this day, a toast is in order.
Jordan. To Jordan.
Siblings, relatives, and friends welcome Jordan back to her Southeast Portland home on this Thanksgiving Day for the first time since her kidney transplant operation just 2 weeks ago.
It's nice because I missed being home and sleeping in my bed. And I get to see my brother's sister.
She also gets to see the person who donated that much-needed kidney, her father, and he couldn't be more grateful for this day.
We have so much to be thankful. The fact that we did have a living donor that would match, that she's been through so much and come out of it just healthy as can be and happy as can be.
Desserts are for special occasions, and there is nothing more sweeter for this family than to have this day to give thanks and to have this little girl home. Jordan's journey is not over, but through hills and valleys of hospitals and sickness, a holiday at home is just what the doctor ordered. In Southeast Portland, Steve Pickett, News 8.
Jordan's kidney transplant operation appears to be a success, and her father is also doing fine after that surgery. This holiday, some other families are hoping they'll find out what happened to their loved ones. They spent the day searching the woods for 2 men who went down in an ultralight a week and a half ago. No one has seen Mike Flake and Greg Berglund since Saturday the 13th. Family and friends have searched for 10 days now, walking the forested area between Mount Hood and Oregon City.
It's not really a decision that I have. These are good family friends of ours, and I couldn't really in my right mind go home and eat a turkey dinner while Greg is out there and while the family is in such pain right now.
I just want 2 of my good friends to be found. You know, that'd be the best Thanksgiving of all. You know, having them found and have this thing put to rest, whatever happens.
The Clackamas County Sheriff's Department has pulled its volunteers out of the effort. The family hopes more volunteers will continue the search tomorrow, though. The number to call is on your screen. They need people to search, bring food, and help coordinate the search. Tragedy on this holiday night. 1 woman is dead and 3 other people are in serious condition, all victims in a 2-car collision. The crash occurred around 7 this evening on Highway 217 at I-5. Police say 75-year-old Faye Dixon was killed when the car she was driving in was broadsided. Dixon's husband is listed in serious condition. The driver of the other car, along with another passenger, are also hospitalized tonight. And another big accident today left 1 person dead and 7 people are injured after a car crash in downtown Portland. It happened about 3 this afternoon on northbound I-5 near the Front Street exit. Police think the man who was killed was driving his car the wrong way. 4 people are in serious condition tonight. 2 are critical. Several lanes of the freeway were temporarily closed. Authorities say the accident may involve alcohol. Officers discovered beer in the vehicle. And Portland police tonight are hoping you can help 1 woman find her family this Thanksgiving. Police say she has amnesia. They picked her up at the Portland bus station last night, shaking and crying. She's suffering from a bump on the head, and she doesn't know who she is or where she's from. She has no wallet or identification, and a fingerprint check turned up nothing. The woman is at Emmanuel Hospital tonight. If you recognize her, please call the police. There's some good news for a Southeast Portland family tonight, though. A 7-year-old boy who had been missing since yesterday is safe. Young Adam Emmons is now with his family. The boy had apparently left his home with his 13-year-old sister. He was last seen after school yesterday playing with friends, but without telling anyone, he left with his sister Amber, who had run away a few days ago. This afternoon, she dropped him off at their aunt's house and then left again. At this hour, police are still looking for her. Lawyers for Michael Jackson say he's still undergoing medical treatment tonight, but it's his business dealings that are in the headlines. We'll have that story just ahead. Roller coaster rides may never seem the same after this. We'll show you the theme parks of the future and a wedding to wonder about. It matches two movers and shakers from very different political parties. Killers, but even though he's not working, his business deals are still going strong. Here's more from Phil Schumann.
Though most know Michael Jackson for making his own music, he also owns the music of many others. Specifically, he owns the copyrights to most of the big Beatles hits. And there's more. Jackson owns copyrights to songs by Elvis, Little Richard, the Pointer Sisters, and others. Now, London-based EMI Music has paid Jackson some $100 million for the rights to those songs and will begin a business relationship with the singer's music copyright company that may be worth more. All this moving the bulk of Jackson's music publishing empire worth an estimated $500 million to a company based outside the United States.
I'd like to make the record clear that he is a target.
These behind-the-scenes business deals come at a time when the singer's representatives claim he's in intensive drug rehab and not able to focus on anything else. It seems clear that while Jackson's personal life may be in disarray, his business deals move forward. And so too does that civil lawsuit set for trial in March. Next up, depositions taken by the lawyer suing Jackson, among the first expected to testify under oath about the singer, his former chauffeur, and his sister, LaToya. Phil Schumann, NBC News, Los Angeles.
2 million people showed up in person. Millions more watched on television. The event, the annual Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. It's always an exciting event, but this year it was a little more exciting than usual. High winds created a problem during much of the parade. One dinosaur promoting the new Spielberg movie called We're Back slammed into a light post and quickly became extinct. And another balloon, a hedgehog promoting a home video game, crashed into a lamppost and rained debris on spectators. That sent a man and a little girl to the hospital. We're happy to tell you both have been treated and released and are back home tonight after a parade that they will probably never forget. Plenty of wind right here in the Northwest tonight. Joe joins us for the forecast coming up, and a look at how some people put their best foot forward this Thanksgiving.
The Jam and Salmon and his escort vehicle are also taking part in the festivities today. I think that's the Jam and Salmon's brother.
The snowman?
The snowman. There's a distinct similarity between the two.
The Slam and Snowman.
The Slam and Snowman. Frosty the Slam and Snowman.
Big crew out this morning from Z100. Officer Tony and Billy and Valerie Ring are probably in there somewhere. And a little dog.
I wonder who the dog is. Must be part of the morning zoo.
Be seen tonight.